So basically, we've already come in here. We did import zip file in the format that we talked about, and then you come to this next step that's called paste and code, which basically shows you, you've already imported it from zip, shows you all the code. So like this is the code that came from your zip file, is right here.
Really?
And so like this is what allows you to edit it.
Can you show me where that code is?
Well,
in
that's
the zip file.
In the zip file. Gotcha.
Can you show me what that looks like?
Come out. Was basically like this HTML file here that I took out of the image. Yeah, that's the code. So like what you're seeing here is just the HTML file.
Great. Okay.
So you see we have these these are images where it says IMG, and then you know this is like where the image is hosted is gallery.mailchimp.com.
Whereas before it didn't know where to get it.
Right. So now it knows where to get it. Okay. But what is messing it up in Gmail specifically is what the person said, is that like these images need like a certain style applied to them. So you see it says image style display block. It's basically like the code that I had to add to every single image in the code.
I'm going to ask you a question. So Gmail is the problem.
That's what the thing I read was that Gmail interprets these images a little bit different than the other emails, and it adds like padding around them, like spaces, the whole layup to break.
So most of these, just so if we'd sent them to Gigabyte Design, it would have been fine. Although Gmail, it was sent to my Gmail and it worked out just fine.
Right. I guess maybe it's a Gmail Chrome problem then. Yeah, I think like the way your browser should, like this is like I think a PC Gmail issue.
Most of these people are in the trade, so they're not using their personal email. It's going to be Joe Schmo at Certainty or North American Pipe or something like that. So I don't think we're going to run into that, but I understand.
Right.
What you're saying.
So I mean, at this point, if you like just took that code and you went to the next step and you sent, like that would be fine. I think on most people's browsers, it's obviously okay on your phone. But if you want to fix this in Gmail, there's an extra step that you have to take.
Okay, fix in Gmail. And you don't think it's a Yahoo thing? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think you have to find out. It's like, I think this is just a Gmail thing, but you never know when you send this to other people.
Fix for personal accounts.
Do you have a code editor of some sort or a text editor?
I have. It's called text editor.
Text editor.
Or no, what should I get? Cheap.
I mean, the one I use, Notepad++, is free, but I'm not sure they offer it for Mac. I know a big one is called TextMate, but I think that's like $30 or $40. But I would search like free text editor.
Free text editor.
Basically, you're looking like the reason that something like Word doesn't work for this is that it'll like, you just need to see code. Like you don't want any sort of like editing at all other than just like plain text. That's what you need is like a plain text editor. All PCs come with Notepad, which is plain text, and maybe Mac is something similar.
I think I have what is called text edit.
Text edit, which I think would be fine.
Okay. It's just a white screen. It's easy. Okay.
Does it have a find and replace feature, or you probably, I guess, never really mess with it?
I'll look. I haven't messed with it. But if I ever have any trouble reading something and it's gibberish, I always pull it in there.
So I think that's what you need.
I never do it in Word or anything. I throw it in there.
So what I did is I did Control A, which selected the whole, all the code, and then I copied it, and I pasted it into a text editor. So I have like all of my code in this editor, right? And then I did a search for
that block thing.
Yeah, it's like !img. So I'm going to do a search and replace.
Okay, wait. So are you able to screen capture what you're doing right now?
I've been screen capturing like the last 5 minutes of our conversation, which is probably going to be a little more than you need, but maybe you can trim it down.
No, it's fine. Why me that? So this, you'll be able, so it's seeing my pencil right now?
No.
Okay, good.
It's just showing what's on the screen.
Okay, and it's taking your voice?
Yeah, and your voice too.
Okay.
So what you're doing is you're searching for this image and then you're replacing it with the same thing except for with this style included, which is, I guess we'll have to send this to you, but it's style equals quote display :block semicolon.
No, I can type it in based on that.
Yeah. So basically you're saying like every image, instead of actually going to every image tag, you just do a find and replace, and that will do that for all 50 images that are on the page, make it a little automated. I'm not going to press replace all right now because I've already done it. You'll see that all of my images already have this
But you
display
can say
block
just
code.
like find next just to see.
Yeah, so there's
Right.
one, there's
So every
one.
single
Right.
one.
So when you do replace all, I'm assuming your text editor has a replace all.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get rid of all of them. And then once it's done, you just do Control A, Control C, copy it, and paste it back into here.
Cool. That's so easy.
And that fixed, yeah. So hopefully that's not too bad. Yeah, stop the screencast.
Yes, you can.